There are 11 types of verbs. Today I am going to explain each one and give you lots of examples so that you can understand them. And if you want to become a more advanced English speaker, make sure to watch until the end because I have an amazing tip for you. No. 1. Action verbs. These are verbs that express physical actions like running or mental actions like thinking or writing. For example, she runs, he thinks, I write. Number 2. Linking verbs. These are verbs that connect the subject of the sentence to a description of that subject. Common linking verbs include is, are, seem, and become. For example, he is kind, they seem happy, she becomes a doctor. No. 3. Helping verbs. Also known as auxiliary verbs, these verbs help the main verb express a concept like have, will, can, should. For example, I have read that book, we will go there, she can speak English, they should study. No. 4. Transitive verbs. These are action verbs that require a direct object to complete their meaning. In other words, they need an object that receives the action. For example, throw the ball, give me that book, send her a message. No. 5. Intransitive verbs. These are action verbs that do not need a direct object. For example, sleep, laugh, arrive. You can't say I laughed book or I arrived message. Number 6. Regular verbs. These are verbs that form their past tense by adding ed to the base form of the verb. For example, walk, walked, play, played, stop, stopped. Number 7. Irregular verbs. These verbs have a past tense form that does not follow the regular pattern. For example, go, went. See, saw, swim. Swam, ring, rang, no, bait, modal verbs. These verbs express possibility, necessity, or ability, some. Examples are can, may, must, might, could, would, shall, will, and ought to. For example, you can swim very well. They may go to the party. I must study for the test. No. 9. Phrasal verbs. These are combinations of a verb and one or more prepositions. For example, give up, look after, break down, take off. Number 10. Stative verbs. These verbs describe a state or condition rather than an action or process. Some common stative verbs are know, believe, love, hate, prefer, and realize. For example, I know a lot about history. She loves playing tennis. They prefer staying at home. Number 11. Dynamic verbs. These verbs describe an action or a process. Most action verbs are dynamic, such as run, jump, eat, sleep, dream, work, study, and walk. Now, let's look at how to use these verbs in a sentence. The main verb in a sentence is the part of the sentence that expresses the action, or the state of being. It is usually easy to identify the main verb in a sentence because it is the part. That makes sense by itself. For example, in the sentence, the cat quickly drank all the milk, the main verb is drank. Without it, the sentence doesn't really make sense. The cat quickly all the milk. What? Sometimes, however, the main verb isn't the only verb in a sentence. There may also be helping verbs also called auxiliary verbs, come before the main verb and help express the meaning of that verb. For example, the cat has drunk all the milk in this sentence. Has is the helping verb and drunk is the main verb. To identify the main verb, ask yourself, what is the subject doing or what state of being is the subject in? In the sentence, the cat is drinking the milk, the subject is the cat and the verb is drinking. So, the verb is what the cat is doing. Therefore, drinking is the main verb. Next, you need to understand verb tense. Verb tense refers to the time frame in which an action happens. For example, present tense, I walk to school every day. Past tense, I walked to school yesterday. Future tense, I will walk to school tomorrow to form the past tense of regular verbs. Add ed to the base form of the verb. For example, walk, walked, play, played. However, irregular verbs have a unique past tense form. For example, go, went, see, saw. Finally, you need to know the difference between action verbs and linking verbs. Action verbs express physical or mental actions. They are dynamic. For example, dance, think. Sleep. Linking verbs show the state of being or a condition. They are stative. For example, is, am, are, was, were, seem, appear, become. So there you have it, the 11 types of verbs. If you want to learn English more effectively, try watching our videos or listening to our audio lessons while doing something else, like driving or exercising. This is a great way to improve your listening skills and learn new vocabulary. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.